Hi everyone. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. Did you get a lot done this week? I'm not sure that I have, but I did do a couple things, okay? Um let's see. Some things have made me really really happy. Oh, I'm looking at Yarn Move. There isn't a poltergeist in this house, but I need to cover the AC um, sleeve because there's a piece of yarn that's just blowing. It's literally blowing in the wind. What have I been up to? A couple things. A couple things. Um, I've almost done it. This used to be one. Oh, you know what? For once, I am going to. There was a scissor here. Now that I need it, I don't see it. Where is it? Hold on, there's one over here. Give me a second. Okay. For once, I'm going to show you something that doesn't have string hanging. Okay? I'm the string queen. Um, and then I'm going to tuck this in here. This was one um, cast on bonnet for my circular sock machines. But I found that it was so long when I hung the weight here, it would get to the bottom really fast, and I didn't want that. So I've cut it in half, well, almost half, and here's this one that's finished. And I'm going to have to do the top, put in some loops. And I like this yarn. I wish I had more of it. I like all the purpley, but haven't seen that. So then I will have at least two cast on bonnets so I don't drive myself crazy. There are times I'm in the house, I'm like, where? I can't find a cast on bonnet. I will have at least two for my 72 cylinder. I have to make some for my 96 and my 64 because those are the ones I use the most. Okay? And what else? I am so happy, but I'm kind of worried about what. Here is the first sock. I swear to God, I am the string queen. I don't know how I do this. Let me tuck them in. You don't need to be looking at string. There's more string down there. You don't need. These were the first pair of socks I made. As you can see, this one has a run. I wore this to death. This is the first sock I made on Speedy from yarn that I dyed. I took a yarn dyeing class at Rhinebeck in 2016. So, and I love these. These colors have nothing to do with each other, but I've worn it so much. And for the life of me, I knew I had more yarn. It's here. I knew I had it. So now I have to go back and redo the toe on this. But I'm worried because if I do the toe, I'm going to want to wear the sock. I love it, but this is all the yarn that's left. And then these two little balls. Don't know what this other color is doing in here. But for some reason, I am now finding things. For a while there, as I move things from there to there to there to that, my craft room has turned into a storage space. But don't worry, by the time spring comes, I will have whipped it into shape because I want a really nice space where I can do my crafting. Is this dark? This is the only light I have on, and I see the background is dark, but I can see myself. But I don't necessarily have the best eyesight, so y'all will have to tell me. But I'm really, and this was done on Speedy with the 54 cylinder, so I'm going to have to sit down and finish the sock. But I need to make I should probably make a lot of other shorties before I finish this, because I know me, I will wear this to death because it's the first pair of socks I was able to make on my own from the first yarn I was able to dye. Okay, so let me put this here. And what else is going on? Oh my goodness. I am still, I have another find. It, it's amazing how the universe works. I made these pair of socks. You remember these? Yeah. And I was supposed to do the top. I was going to do a rib. And then they disappeared. And I couldn't find them. And I was so upset because it has the ridges. And I said, okay, I'll just do it by hand. Yeah, I said, I'll do it by hand. I don't have to do it by machine. Couldn't find them. Searched the house. Tore the house apart. I really think this is dark because even I can't see. Let me see. Can I adjust? And I don't have another light handy. Oh boy. Well, we will see how this turns out. Anyway, I found it. Now that Speedy's ribber is working, I found it. So I'm going to have to sit down and using the 96 cylinder. That's the, no, yeah, the 96 cylinder with the 48 ribber. I will do some ribbing. Yeah, ribbing. Or maybe I should do the cuff. I like the fold over cuff. I'll have to see. But I am so glad I'm finding things. Oh my goodness. I don't know what else will turn. What I really want to turn up is the carriage for my brother. Well, it's a Knit King 970. I have a bin full of carriages. And I can't find the carriage for the 970, which is a shame because I'm going to have a week and in the future 2 weeks off. I wanted to sit at the machine and learn how to work it. Can't find the carriage. So if you have a chance, send a prayer out into the universe that the carriage finds me because I can't find it. Okay? And I'm still, I only have 2. I am trying, these are unfinished socks. I am trying to get a collection, not a collection. I'm trying to make like at least a dozen pairs of different socks, matching pairs. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them to distinguish them, but I want to be able to reach into a drawer and be able to pull out socks. I should not be searching. I should not have to run and buy socks. I'm the sock maker. That doesn't make sense, okay? So I've done these 2, and then we have this one. So that's at least 3. Then we have the faux cable, so that's 4. Oh, and I have another one, but I'll get to it. I also found, I tell you, this is my week for finding things. I also found some ribbing that I did by hand, 2 different pieces. So I'm a little conflicted about these because I'm like, I can throw them on the machine. Queen Blue Hair has been working like a dream. Fabulous. But I'm like, I also hand knit socks, so maybe I should hold on to these. I should get a bag and put them in. See, I've joined them so I can't lose them. No, actually what will happen is they'll both disappear. That's what will really happen. But at least I have this, okay? And what else? Oh, it's been kicking my behind. It's been kicking my behind, but I'm trying to make some progress. Remember, I was asked by one of the princesses to make her a hat, and I love the purple. It has purple, some blue, some gray. It's really, really fabulous. So I did, okay, how do I show this to you? Oh, this shows fine. I did the rib. And I took it to her house to measure it on her head. And she said to me, but there's not enough rib to fold up. So I had to go home and start all over again. And this time I created a rib that's long enough to fold over. I'm going to ask her if she wants me to try and dye it so that it matches this, or does she want to leave the white? That's going to be on her, because she also wants a pom-pom. And up here, let's see, I think I cast on 80 stitches. Okay, and this to me, this is a bulky, but we know how that goes. One man's bulky is another person's whatever. I have to do the cables that she would like up here, and I'm finding it a bit of a challenge. I have taken out this hat and started so many times. I could have made at least half a dozen hats, okay? But I'm determined to give the princess the hat that she would like, okay? And I really like the ribbing. She was right. It didn't look as nice with just this amount of ribbing. Doubling it so she can turn it up, that I think is nice. And then, as I said, I love these colors. And as you can see, I've used some little rings to mark where every cable should be. I am going to be working cables over 15 stitches with 2 stitches between. Okay, so I've got like 100, somewhere, I think 105 or 110 stitches here. And hopefully I will have a chance this week to really work on the cables. So I've made a little bit of progress on this. Okay, now, and I was lucky that I tell you I have yarn. I found another one of this here. So if I need it, I can use it, dye it, or leave it in white. It's really up to her. And this is Buttercream Luxe Craft Roving. Yeah, who's 100% wool. So I'm all set here. I just need to get this hat finished. I can't wait. I thought making a hat would be just an easy. When you're making a hat for someone, my advice, sit down and listen to them, ask questions, find out what is their vision of a hat. So that you don't end up like me, knitting, and them going, oh, I don't like that, and having to pull it all out. Okay? So that was that. And then this, okay. I did make myself another sock. As I said, I'm adding to my stash because I want to be able, these are a work in progress. I want to be able to have a sock drawer, and that drawer be filled with socks that I have made. So I've done this. The edges, the toe is open because, let me show you closer. See, it has holes. I'm trying to figure out a way to do some handwork on it to give it a different look. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. See, it has those holes. What I was trying to do, and okay, let me show you. It also has these ladders. Remember the ladders from the faux knit? Will not be doing another demo. I am not good at demos. Done with that. I thought I could do it so that the ladders would move over every 5 stitches. Every 5? No, every 5 rows I would move them over. I didn't realize in doing that it would create holes. So I'm trying to figure out a design that will work to give it a unique look. Because to me the holes are just boring. It's just a row of holes, a row of holes. There's got to be something I can do to make it a little more interesting. But I have 2. And you know what? I need to pin them together because I know me. I know me. Hold on. Let me... These, and pin it so that If I see it, I put it down and I can't find it, but I see it peeking out, both will be in the same place. So they'll either both be found together or they'll both be lost together. Okay, and I still have to decide how many rows I want the cuff to be and to take off the excess so that I have neat edges. I've been doing that on my socks and I like the look, but I must say it's wasting a lot of yarn, and that part I don't like. So I may need to come up with a different solution as to what I need to do to get that selvage the way I want it without wasting yarn. And then because I did this, I really became ambitious. I went and I did this. And then I tried it on, and what did I find? A drop stitch all the way at the beginning. I was mortified. But I said, okay. Anyway, see this? You see what I see? It was all going on a diagonal this way and fine till I got around here. What happened here? Okay, let me show you. See how it was few stitches, big stitches, few stitches? When I got there, it reversed. It's big stitches, now little stitches. So for some reason, I did something that changed not just the direction, but the number of stitches down here is different from up here. How do I show you this the best? Yeah, you see how big it's here? Like these are 4 stitches here. 4 stitches. Then I come down here and there are only 2 stitches. I have absolutely no idea how I did that, but I did it. So now I'm going to have to frog this and start all over again. And I'm going to have to pay attention. This is so frustrating. The other thing about this that has me worried, I changed the lycra that I'm using in the sock. The lycra I was using before, it's over there somewhere, was opaque. This one is more like is it a see-through or a shiny white? Whereas that one was opaque. It wasn't shiny at all. So it's showing when you first knit the sock. Can I show that to you? Is there a way to see it? Oh, that's because that one doesn't have. Okay, it's in this one. Can you see that? Let me see. No, it doesn't show. Yeah, it doesn't show, but I can see that shiny white. So I don't know if when I hit it with steam, if that will disappear. Here's hoping. Oh, and I have a question for you. In case you're a sock maker, I have noticed that the toes, when I close them, okay, let me show you. See, it's the short row toe. See the line of stitches here? I find that the bigger your stitch, these have little tiny holes next to them. But if you have a big stitch like you have up here, you get big holes, and sometimes someone's toe pokes through. So I'm wondering, when you make your sock, if you don't use, because I don't have it attached to my machine, I'm calling it the stand. The thing that holds the thread on traditional circular sock machines. And it has a heel spring that you use. And that tightens up the stitch. But I'm wondering, since I don't have that attached to Queen Blue, I'm using my flatbed. You can see the string. Where is my flatbed? Oh, yarn carrier. Okay. Oh boy, why did I take it off? How do I put it back? I'll have to figure that out when I'm done. Okay. I'm wondering how far down would I have to reduce my tension so that I can get a smaller stitch, because I really don't want anyone's toe poking through along this line. Let me see. Yeah, you see that line of stitches? So if you know, or if you have any idea, please tell me. Okay, because as you can see, you can see the difference. You see how big the stitch is here? Whereas here I tighten it 3 clicks and it's much smaller, it's tighter, and there are no holes that you can poke your toe through. There just isn't. But I'm not sure if that, what's that? Oh, that's just a random thread. As I said, I'm the string queen. And it looks like a regular short road toe. Okay, so if you have any advice, please let me know. Okay, and I think that's it for now. We can add this to my stash. Next time you see it, it should look a little bit different. This, next time you see it, it'll definitely be different, because from here to here, the width is all right, but going down to the ankle is really a bit too much. So I'm going to have to figure out, maybe I should add some Lycra, which I've been doing in the past, and just hit it with a blast of steam, and it will constrict and continue, and will then fit the ankle comfortably. But anyway, could you mind? I spent a whole day on this. This was my second version of it. It is what it is. And this is yarn I dyed. Okay, this is when I first started dyeing. I have so much yarn from when I first started dyeing. That's all right. I'm beginning to use it. And I can't correct. See, this is what I understand now, why people use lifelines. But I'm not sure a lifeline would do what you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn these are the light bulb these are the light bulb stitch markers. I'm going to use those as my lifeline. Like if it's a 6-row pattern, every 6 rows I'm going to put I'm going to put one of these. So if I need to pull it out, I will know what row I'm on. Because trying to go back and count, I know better than that for me. That's not going to work. So, as I said, back to the drawing board. The next time you see it, it'll be the 3rd version of it. But that's all right. I like the pattern, and I think it really has possibilities. Holes on the diagonal. Now, I heard that. How warm will your foot be in the sock that has so many holes? Wait till I'm done. Then we'll check, okay? Anyway, thanks for stopping by. It was great to see you. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.